topic is 24-hour reset on the Unplug show, the Connection series. We interrupt the habit, the dependency, the addiction. Confronting social media dependency as addiction, and we initiate a 24-hour course correction to expose our misalignment and restore alignment with the truth, to allow it to surface. This is just the beginning, just the start. It's normal. What's the primary lies that we're exposing here? It's normal. It's harmless. It's not addiction. I'm in control. The secondary embedded lies are everyone does it. It's just how the world works now. At least it's not drugs. At least it's not alcohol. At least it's not something else that's harmful. It helps me relax. Now, we're going to look at a core truth that we're going to work on restoring in our Unplugged series. Anything that governs our attention without conscious consent is addiction. Anything that we cannot get enough of, that we do not want, and it is not good for us, is addiction. What we repeatedly submit to, we become. Misalignment produces chaos and disorder. Alignment with the truth produces order and flow and rhythm. We each are responsible for course correction. So let's stop pretending. We are not just busy. We are not just staying connected. We are not just keeping up. We are addicted. This is not a preference. This is not a personality trait. This is not harmless. This is global. All ages, all income levels, all backgrounds, and it is misalignment. Today we confront it. What this really is, addiction, or this habit with screens, technology, digital, is anything that governs us without our conscious consent. Now you may say, well, I consent to it. Okay, but consciously and in regards to wisdom, the laws, how they work, the truth, it's not our conscious consent. That is brainwashing. That is the lies. That is false beliefs. If we reach for our phone automatically, if we feel agitation when it is removed, if we justify constant stimulation, we are not in control. We are conditioned and programmed. We're brainwashed. We're sleepwalking awake. And that conditioning overrides wisdom, is misalignment. Some of the lies that we have believed it's normal. It's not as bad as drugs. Everyone does it. It helps me relax. It's how I stay informed. Those are lies. Anything that hijacks our attention, fragments our presence, replaces real connection, destroys and disrupts families and one's mental and physical health, weakens our discipline, and dysregulates our nervous system is not neutral. It is shaping us. And what shapes us determines what we become and what we produce and how we behave. The truth, the wisdom, the laws, mental and physical laws that are universal. Truth does not negotiate with unhealthy habits or addiction. We become what we repeatedly submit to. What we focus on, we magnify. What we internalize, we live out. If we continually submit our minds to comparison, outrage, stimulation, validation loops, we will produce anxiety and depression, impatience, restlessness, discontent. This is not random. This is law. The reset, this is not a detox. This is a confrontation and a conviction. Number one, we work on restoring, releasing, actually regulating and releasing, regulating our nervous system, our brain and spinal cord, and we work on regulating our whole body, our mind and our brain and our body. When we delegate, when we delete the apps, the agitation will surface. The roots go to the surface. That agitation is exposure. Our nervous systems have been trained, programmed, conditioned to depend on stimulation. We will regulate through breathing, movement, hydration, silence. We are not going to escape discomfort here. We are going to face it. So in number 2, after we restore, we regulate and release, we remember. We reconnect with the truth, the laws, the wisdom. Without noise, truth surfaces. What's below, the false beliefs, the true beliefs, surfaces. And then we can see clearly what's above. We remember who we are, what truly matters most, what we have neglected, what we have chosen, who is in front of us. We reconnect to wisdom, identity before behavior. So we regulated and released through restoring. Then we remembered and reconnected with the truth. Now we're going to recognize, and our awareness is going to reveal this, because we're now the lies have become to the surface. This is where bold reproof happens, course correction. We recognize we have been using stimulation to avoid, to escape, to numb us. Boredom, loneliness, responsibility, silence, conviction, fears, doubts, insecurities, the dips. We reveal the fears, the dips, doubts, insecurities, fears, temptations, the need for validation, the misalignment. No shame, but no denial. So now number 4, we're going to rewrite and replace. We do not just remove apps. We replace patterns. We replace habits. Instead of scroll, which leads to compare, or scroll to escape, scroll to numb, we choose read to build, pray, align, quiet time, align, call and connect, plan and produce the fruit. Truth must replace the lie. Replacement is not optional here. So then number 5 is we rewire and we reprogram our brain and body, our nervous system, our brain and spinal cord. When we complete 24 hours, something begins to shift. We prove to ourselves we are not powerless, we are responsible and accountable. Neural pathways weaken when not fed the truth and wisdom, when fed the lies. Addiction loses strength when not rewarded. Our unhealthy habits, when they're not fed and, there's a word for it, reinforced, they're not rewarded, they lose their strength. Repetition reprograms our identity. So whatever we are doing regularly, that is what we get. 6, rest. This is where we see fruit. This is where we see the proof. Rest is not collapse. Rest is not weak. Rest is evidence of alignment with the truth, due north. When misalignment decreases, calm increases, focus sharpens, presence strengthens, sleep improves, clarity returns. This is fruit. If fruit does not change, alignment has not occurred. We're still out of alignment, misaligned. So the global clarity here, the global truth is this is not just about adults and this is not just about children. Children are forming identities inside dopamine loops. Teenagers are measuring their worth by metrics, by scrolling. Parents are distracted, discouraged, distressed. Leaders are fragmented and misaligned. Families are present but absent. They're divided and separated. This is not small. This is generational. So the 24-hour reset action. Delete all social media for 24 hours. Off the phone. Not limit, not reduce, delete. Calls and texts remain. Tell your household, tell your family, tell your team. State it out loud. This is course correction, bold reproof. We're going to close for now. So we're going to give you direction. We refuse to soften this. Addiction and unhealthy habits thrive in minimized language. What's going on, what's normalized and socially acceptable. This is addiction. These are unhealthy habits. This is misalignment. And it is producing fruit. Proof. We are either continue submitting, or we course correct, due north. Alignment with truth produces order and rhythm and flow. Misalignment produces chaos, conflict, confusion, disorder. We choose alignment, and this is a great place to begin. So join us on this 24-hour reset, connect with us, and let us know how it goes.